What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Roost. I'm going to review a 2019 album by Riff Raff. This product is called Pink Python, and it came out in the spring of 2019. Now, within the fairest about it here, this particular product, Riff Raff had these are some low-key type ones. Riff Raff had a nice uprise in like the early mid 2010s pitches like that, particularly with like some hitting mixtapes and other further type products. He did like a series of products with like Andy Milonakis and fairs like that. He was a part of the Dat Piff scene in like the early 2010s, some of those type fairs. He was a part of the early 2010s Dat Piff scene, some of those type fairs. But within pitches about as far as these first games, I read up with particularly Riff Raff back in like the fall of 2025. I want to get to a series more of these because I fucked with him a lot back in like the mid 2010s when I first started this channel. Pitches like that, I reviewed a couple of these. I thought I reviewed at least 3, but it's really only 2. It was just Peach Panther and Neon Icon. But I want to get to a lot more of these within these pitches because the re-up factor is definitely very vicious within these products. So this is another classic for Riff Raff here, being able to say that some of these type of aspects. It's good type varieties getting towards these particular aspects in the tone as far as the particular flair about it. It's like that saying, like the same sort of glitz factor, Riff Raff being from Florida, pitches like that, same stuff. At least I think he was kind of Tallahassee, Miami, some of those type of spots within the pitch, being able to say, but paying attention towards it here. Definitely more of like the neon and kind of Las Vegas, Miami type places, pitch like that, port type fair, some of these type of aspects, just with like the gentleman club kind of nice type fair aspects like that within the viciousness. But I pay attention to it here. This is more within that variety, but this is kind of more trap oriented pitch like that. The one when I think of like Neon Icon pitch like that, that particular one. Now I don't own Peach Panther. I need to get to purchasing that. But within the pitch, as far as talking about Pink Python, this particular fair it has like some pink tinted kind of trap on here pitch like that, but it's also the variety as far as saying that this has the aspects of like a Dat Piff type mix, like a Dat Piff mixtape type fair, just in an album type format. So it's kind of pitch. In certain senses, it's been said that this is kind of somewhat a mixtape within these fairs. Kind of blurs the lines between like a retail mixtape, it's not for free, but it's the pitch a retail mixtape or an album within Sunset Fairs. So it's the pitch as far as saying the variety about it's pretty hitting. It's a real good shot in the arm of Sunset type fairs, excellent type varieties. So paying attention towards it. There wasn't particularly a single. The thing about Riff Raff within these aspects, he did cross over a little bit in 2014 and 2016 with like Neon Icon and Peach Panther, some of those type ones, particularly within the flair about it. But these were probably a lot more Instagram centric pitches like that. I mean, he was a pretty capital type 1 Instagram type fair, just more, not just to say strictly like that, but he was kind of like a mainstream kind of underground type rapper. Like when you think of folks like Tech Nine, Wiz Khalifa back in like the mid-late 2010s. I mean, he kind of broke through in 2011, 2012. Wiz Khalifa did, but then he went back to underground. But it's just kind of pitch. Some of those type ones, Juicy J, Wiz Khalifa, Mac Miller in certain type senses, and Tech Nine, folks like that, some type folks within the aspect Deuce in certain senses, some of those type varieties. So it's just the pitch as far as I'm paying attention towards it, but it's just the pitch as far as getting towards the glam factor. The budget's definitely on here. This feels like blistering type trap. It's not any sort of like square type album within pitch like that. So it's the variety as far as saying the turn up on here. It feels like this is the sort of shit you can hear it humming just within some type aspects, just from the variety as far as the fair is going to happen. Kind of degrees of it, but the more I think about it, not really as much step out within the heavy set kind of variety within these pitches. It's more within the type fashion of kind of this residential type fair, which is excellent type pitches, but paying attention. Some new type varieties on here that kind of happen. Like it feels less kind of Taco Bell, kind of switching up the format, kind of like instead of just drinking Coke all the time, it's kind of pitch Riff Raff kind of being like, get some other type shit in there, pitch like that. So I definitely say there's some Chipotle type vibes in there within pitch like that, just kind of being able to say this further type aspects, other type. Taco Bell is of course very dope, but if that within certain phrase eventually gets tiresome with some of those type formats, just having other type spots within these pitches, obviously spots like Jimmy John's, throw some Chinese food in there, pitch like that, but definitely places Chipotle just with the aspect of this mixtape type varieties within that same sort of aspect, but just some new type spots to kind of flesh out like some further type fairs that just beyond just like the usual kind of roundabout kind of haunts and pitch like that. So just good varieties kind of get to. Yeah, there seemingly wasn't a single off this album pitch like that. The most popular song off the album according to Spotify is Tiptoe 3, which is a good type pitch. I know there was at least a Tiptoe type song off of Neon Icon pitches like that, so it's good type fairs. Tiptoeing in my Jordans pitches like that, so it's that fairs for paying attention. Chief Keef is on Tiptoe 3, is excellent fair. So Tiptoe 3 is like an excellent kind of nightfall gliss to get within these products. Trap murkiness is pretty profuse about this song pitch like that. This shit. Definitely some Chipotle late, I'd say fairs like that. Just kind of thin eyes type fair from Smoke some thin ice type fare from smokish type product, pitches like that. Definitely say just have some memes on standby, pitches like that to kind of keep the loud pack of it real blistering. Some of these type aspects, just the tone, just new type spots, or just the price, to just further type fare, just going, throwing some varieties in there, get some Chipotle kind of going within some of these type pitches. Kind of products as far as talking about now, paying attention to like the fare. This is just traditional type trap. Chief Keef had done, the hundreds, thousands of these songs just throughout his mixtape type fare. Riff Raff had plenty of these as well within the mixtape type variety. It's those usual kind of Travis Scott, Future, Chief Keef type rollout type ones, just amidst like the aspect of this like residential and this neighborhood type weaving pitches like that, sense type fares. Residential and block type weaving, pitch like that, section type varieties. What does it mean to be a queen? It's a hitting type ones, good aspects. Just like an appreciate some villa kind of smoke fair, some of these type aspects. This kind of ton, just more homebound. There are a few homebound type ones on here, like Jody High Roller, quarter mil every night. When it's some of these type ones, what does it mean to be a queen? Some of these type fairs within pitches like that. There's some ones that kind of have the aspect of this extra type fairs, but yeah, what does it mean to be a queen? Good, nice one to tidy the house, treat like a flame, some of these type aspects. Just like, hey, there's a couple almond joys in the fridge, some of these type aspects. Got you a nice beanie, some of these type fairs, pitches like that. But yeah, just cook pasta, some of these type products within the pitch. As far as these fairs going to happen, just excellent products within it. Just kind of stewing type song within pitch, just lounge type fare. Kind of the way Drake and The Weeknd would kind of do these penthouse type ones, but just more within pitch, like a smoke type variety pitch like that. Just kind of a rap type variation, not quite as syrupy, but good pitches about it. Not quite a soft core pitch like that, but good excellent varieties. Jody High Roller, quarter mil all night. Jody High Roller, quarter mil every night. It's a hitting type ones, like a Wired and Razzled kind of. The song Jody High Roller, quarter mil every night's a hitting type ones, like a Wired and Razzled hard type tune pitch like that. Just homebound kind of house fit type prime. So this the aspects for us saying. So this kind of within the variety, just another lounge type one, but just within the pitch, it just getting ready for like some sort of house party. So these type aspects, just kind of getting towards the product. Just lit type fare, especially for 2010s type product, to just aspects where it may not be as much within the tone to like rollout type is floss type fashion and flex type music, but just kind of pitch, just like some turn up type fare with just like. It's got some folks coming through in a few pitches like that, kind of get loud and crunk to within these aspects. Just have grape sweet in the ears, sunset pitches, get the standard turn up going pitches like that. Yes, I don't play games as a nice ones, well within these pitches like a Leary and a gas kind of night fog to get here. Some of these type phrases, this DVD type run. To be like a good, nice DVD run, some of these type fares about to just stock up on donuts. I would definitely say some of these type varieties, if you're running low on donuts or just snack type product, to kind of have like the aspect of just keeping things crunk and like good party fares type fashions, just going like a donut run, some of these type fares, just pick up like some cheap vodkas as well. So this kind of the pitch, just some of these razzle type ones, just good type pitches to have like the product, like the smoke conduct kind of in your system, fares like that, just kind of the variety of as usual amidst the variety of just night fog, just a little bit more loose in pitches like that. So this is the fair good products about it. Icy Ice, Icy Stupid Ice, the hitting type ones, like a glared and syrupy, kind of low in the cut, kind of turn up to get here, just re-up with folks. To definitely say some catch up within these varieties. So just kind of pitch as far as saying, paying attention to the aspect. Just some street light gloss to get two pitches like that, just amidst the fair, just outdoor kind of commotion, noise pack within these pitches, just re-up with folks. Good pitches like that, just amidst the fair, just getting towards the kind of, just getting back in the fray. Not so much full bound kind of homecoming type varieties, but just the pitch of dislike, just varieties of dislike. Hey, it's been a little bit within these pitches. Get some of these sound off type noises kind of going within pitches like that. Since that varieties going to get the smoke in the air pitches like that. The type varieties. So yeah, definitely some good mixtape gossip kind of get within since their products, excellent type products. So we're definitely some good mixtape type gossip and fairs like that. It's kind of the neighborhood type gab pitches like that. The standard commotion with the standard commotion with the goings on pitch like that. Some good type varieties. Indiana Bobby Knight Hoosiers is a hitting type ones, like a 70s Wu-Tang style kind of throwback to get here to super baked. And the nice gem on here is Indiana Bobby Knight Hoosiers is the hitting type ones, like a 70s Wu-Tang style kind of throwback to get within these products, just super baked, kind of sniggering kind of around these pitches, fares like that. I'd say just a queasy type one, kind of have to sit down a little bit, fares like that. So this kind of pitch as far as saying, it's really kind of one of those type ones that just probably not knowing too terribly much within the goings on. Like you can look up what time it is and it would be like 4:13 in the morning, then you'd probably forget what time it was 3 minutes later, pitches like that. So those type of varieties for us, the pitch kind of happens. It's paying attention to like the aspect kind of it, but just kind of pitch it this after hours type product, just kind of have the variety of just amidst the goings on, just good munchies type fare, go through a couple boxes of cheeses or fares like that, since of Bastards and Tone, good excellent type products about it, but just kind of fair, just flip on the news or fares like that, infomercials, since type products in the pitch is good, nice one for some of these type fares that just getting crunk with pals, pitches like that, see the straightening that a flame needs, some of these Bastards and Tone, good type pitches. I Just Bought a Brick from Christina Aguilera's hitting type 1. Very nice song title as well within these pitches. I do like the fair. There's some good nice ones on here. It's kind of pitch. To say with Riff Raff, he is a talkative type fellow within these pitches. He definitely has the gab factor. He's kind of like folks like E40 and Afro Man. So instead folks to kind of have the variety, just like certain kind of spill factor with some of these type 1s. This chatty type factor, folks. Like there's some other type 1s within those pitches. Cameron and some of the stuff, folks like that. But some good nice song titles on here. What does it mean to be a queen? I Just Bought a Brick from Christina Aguilera. Like 8 pounds of the Drake, some of these type 1s pitch like that. Indiana, Bobby Knight, Hoosier, some of these type 1s. So this pitch is good type varieties. Even paying attention like the album titles, some of these type 1s like Peach Panther and Pink Python, Cranberry Vampire pitch like that. But just being able to say, I Just Bought a Brick from Christina Aguilera is nice. It's like a hell of a turn up to get just a roll out, real loud pitch like that. Just blitzed AF. Some of these stuff here is about just real hot type 1. So this is the pitch as far as saying paying attention to some of these type varieties. Just kind of boils down to like the aspect. This is one of the most loud type 1s on here within these pitches. One of these type 1s that's the traditional type stunt type fashion. The way Future would kind of, the way folks like Future and Travis Scott would roll out real loud pitch like that, this heavy knock going within some stuff. There's this definite vehicle thump on Carnage, some of stuff there. So these are sorts of 1s. It's kind of with an aspect of variety, just being surprised that Riff Raff didn't have like 3 or 4 of these on here within these pitches. It's the usual type variety because he's a lot more of a powder keg, but it's this kind of pitch. It has like good aspects just kind of within the weaving. So this is a good nice one with like that traditional type era trap music in mid-late 2010s, just 2010s in general type fashion, good pitches like that. 8 pounds of the Drake's the hitting type 1s, like a vintage kind of 2010s trap, kind of hell of floss to get here. Some of these type aspects, this Chipotle run, I'd say, this mixtape gossip, definitely get to this real nice one to get loud fairs like that. So this some of these type fairs, definitely some dap with folks, pitches like that. Songs like 8 pounds of Drake easily feel like this Dap Piff classic mixtape. Some of these type fairs from the pitch, just throwback to hella good type times, pitches like that. Since that price, just the tear going, grape swishers everywhere. Since that pitches, just quesadillas and Taco Bell wrappers definitely on the pitch, and probably throw some Chipotle in there. Some stuff aspects in the tone. Red Cups definitely Bacardi going. It's good type pitch, kind of get towards the aspect, just like tear up. So this kind of within the pitch, as far as saying this traditional type floss, traditional type neighborhood floss pitches like that. I don't think I've talked about Neon within these aspects. Good nice one as well. Neon's like a good street light and mess hall kind of re-up. Fairs like that. Just homies, what up though? Pitch like that. Just some fairs like that. Good being candid and fairs like that. Just good dap to kind of get back to. Pitch like that. Just grape sweets. Once again, mucho. Fairs like that. Plenty of these type 1s around. Snowballs for like the flames. Some of these type pitches. So snowballs, coconut candy. Some of these type fairs definitely have like some almond joy. Some of those type products just with an extra type fair. So it's good type varieties with an aspect like the just neighborhood type lounging pitches like that. Just amidst like some Dap Piff style kind of fury pitches like that. So good aspects. Just traditional shot in the arm for some of those type 1. Traditional kind of shot in the arm for some of those type 1s pitches like that. So I look within varieties for saying, so classic albums, some of these type fairs within these pitches, just the aspects for saying all 9 songs. So yeah, just a good loud pack, just brief kind of shot. Excellent shot in the arm as far as these pairs can have within like the aspect, just like the tear up kind of going, just good pitches to just get into this gloss factor. Social score gets a 10 out of 10 as well. Now within the pitch, just being able to say, the only real thing about it is just the variety. I feel like the chattiness factor had a little bit more, like in terms of neighborhood lounging and fairs like that, it definitely has the loud pack going, real pitches like that, just the re-up and standard dap pitches. Just the re-up and noise pitches like that, some stuff fairs, but it's kind of pitch. Not like I was saying, this was the pitch. The clubbing aspects is not really as much full bound on here. It's just that's the only thing to pay attention to. If you're looking for like the most full bound kind of ham, the most full bound kind of go ham blitzkrieg type variety, like I Just Bought a Brick from Christina Aguilera. That's pretty much like the only real true like carnage of like to that degree. But other than that, it's not to say whatsoever it's a mild type album. It's not milk toast or anything like that within these pitches. So you just have to say within the aspects, just more kind of just within block type fair, block party, streetlight, curb type aspects, fairs like that, just with Red Cups, Bacardi, quesadilla wrappers, pitches like that, some stuff fairs. So just excellent type products getting towards a good type fairs. You know, pretty much with me, I can listen to thousands upon thousands of these albums. So definitely within pitch, I don't give a damn, don't give a shit whatsoever within these pitches. But just being able to say, if you're just looking for like the variety that Riff Raff kind of had with Neon Icon, when you think of like that DJ Mustard song that he had, some of the singles like How to Be the Man and Tiptoeing in My Jordan, some of those type 1s, it just it's the only thing, it's just not as full bound within the pitch as far as talking about within like club kind of strip club and just go ham kind of outing kind of flossing. It's just not as much Friday kind of outing type. But just other than that, it's 10 out of 10 social pitch like that. Just Friday, it's not a single on here seemingly, but there are some folks like Chief Keef and J Dog's on here, Killer Priest is on here, so good pitch like that. It's kind of in the trenches. It's kind of this is an indica. It's a definite in the cut type album, which is excellent type pitch. So 10 social. In terms of future, like Riff Raff has dropped an album at least up to 20, 25 pitch like that. He has a good. There's some good nice ones with these pitches like that. I'm going to re-up with Riff Raff a lot more this year, fairs like that, so just stay tuned for some of these type ones, but this is an easy enough classic fairs like that, just blistering kind of disc, blistering kind of red cup carnage.